Okay, I'm going to do a quick rundown on this Cutebot Pro car and some things we've learned about it and brief comparison to other cars that we've used. So this is a two-wheel bot car. It's got a roller ball in the front that allows it to have some balance. It runs on both the version 2 Microbit and the version 1 Microbit. It has a battery port for a rechargeable battery. And it's important to know, first of all, that this bay is shorter than some of the batteries. Here is the Yahboom battery, and you can see the blue one with says Yahboom is longer than the other batteries. So you don't want to assume when you buy this type of battery that it will fit into the bay. These replaceable green batteries work. This short blue battery, which is pictured, works, pictured in the advertising, but the Yahboom brand is too long to fit on the bay. Here is what it looks like for purchase. Some of these prices are without the battery. Some are with the battery and with the Microbit included. You'll have to do your own research. We like this car because it has great educational backup support and documentation. If you look at this website about Cutebot Pro and then you look at case libraries, you'll see all kinds of basic coding that you can learn how to operate. We also bought the remote control game handle. Found out later we didn't need it because it works, the Cutebot Pro works with this BST Mbit app. We've talked about this, I have a lot of videos showing that. Here's what the interface looks like when you open it, and there are different touch pads that you can control the bot car. One's connected by Bluetooth. All right, what are advantages and disadvantages? This is a much cheaper DF Robot Maqueen. Introductory car, works great. This is the Yahboom brand, has the big battery like I was talking about, works great. These both run on Microbit version 1 or 2. This is the more sophisticated DF Robot mechanical, and it has machine learning. This is a camera. You can train this car with a Microbit on board right here in the slot to recognize faces, QR codes, different colors. It's more sophisticated. We think that that's what they're planning on doing with this Cutebot Pro. It has structure that probably can be built up to become a machine learning car. We don't have that yet, but it's configured so it looks like it could develop that way. Now, what about the sonar, the ultrasonic? If this is lost, can you replace it? The answer is yes. Can you replace it with a standard $1.50 sonar? The answer is no, because the pins are wired differently. There are 4 pins and they're each labeled in that order. There are 4 pins here and they're labeled differently. They've got echo and trig at the left end, and they've got voltage and ground on the right side. That's the opposite of this one. So I cannot plug this into this and expect it to work, even though it's probably the same module. It's wired differently. If you had these kinds of wires, then you could plug it in the way you want to in sequence and use this kind of a inexpensive sonar. You could still use that. You'd have to figure out how to mount it, but but you can still plug it in to this setup in the right sequence. So there will be more about all this. We're just trying to give you information. Beware, don't buy a long battery like this or like this one, because it won't fit in this short battery bay. There will be more.